Yo, what's up guys, it's the Goblin, and today what I have for you guys is a 97-5 double MOAB playing some domination on the map Underground. In this game I was not playing with the team, I was just playing with one of my buddies just to, have a friend to talk to, have a friend to play with, so you guys can get frustrated at the game together, you guys can have fun together, whatever you guys like to do with MW3. I find it's a lot more fun to play with just one friend rather than playing with, a full team or just by yourself solo. Solo just tends to get a lot boring, you're focusing too hard on the game, you got your headset cranked up, but I find that playing with one friend is the most fun. And this was during this was right before my live stream. I had this today, and I'll be live streaming pretty much every day from now on, so just look out for the live streaming videos when I upload those. So this is a 97-5 double MOAB using the MP7 with the silencer and rapid fire. My starting perks were scavenger, hardline, and steady aim, and the my unlocks were sleight of hand, quick draw, and assassin. And basically on Underground what we did is the enemies were spawning up by A domination for the first MOAB, and same with the second MOAB. We got them spawning up there, and then I ran around to C, and I was able to clutch out both MOABs. As you guys can see, we were losing for most of this gameplay, but we do come back and get the win. You'll see at the end, I'll show the scoreboard, and I'll show us, capping the flags. I go on a ham gun streak here. I capture A, and then we get to all the flags and make a nice comeback. And that's something that I find that when you play with a full team, sometimes guys are all going for kills, and you guys all tend to ignore the flags. So sometimes having random teammates that want to capture flags can be very helpful. So what I'm going to go over in this video is first I'm going to go over the differences between playing solo and with a party, and then I'm going to go over some tips for Underground domination. So playing, when you're in a party, you can basically hold the enemies at whichever flag you would like to hold them at. You have full control. If your teammates are good, you guys, listen, as long as you guys don't have too many guys rushing in the spawn, you can basically hold them into A domination, which I would recommend on this map. And that's the benefit of playing with a party. You have a full team to communicate with. If a guy's flanking you, you can all give call-outs and that sort of stuff. Some of the downsides to playing with a party is you're fighting for kills, basically. So that's why if you play solo, you can get these high 90 kill games even without the help of your teammates, which are fairly impressive in my opinion. I think this gameplay is fairly impressive for the simple fact that first off, I get a double MOAB playing, without any support at all, like zero, just my friend, and I don't think he did too well this game either. I think he went like 30 and 20 or something. You guys can see at the end of the scoreboard. And secondly, I almost get 100 kills. I actually didn't know I was at so many kills, because you can see when I got both the MOABs, I was at 69 kills, 69 of course, 69 kills, and then I just go ham in the last couple of minutes and end up with 97 after the two MOABs call in. And that's something if you're going for lots of kills in ground war, getting the MOABs can help you out extremely, an extreme amount, because if a MOAB gets 9 kills in ground war, if all the enemies are, spawned, and most of the time they'll only get like 6 or 7, still, you get a triple MOAB, you get a double MOAB, that can get you like 15 or 20 kills, and that just jacks you up from, you could be at 80 and you're at 95, and all of a sudden you're on pace for 100 plus gameplay, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's basically the differences, the pros and cons to playing solo and playing with a team. The other thing with playing with a team is you can find the maps that you want. Playing solo, you can, it's not as much of a hassle to back in and out of lobbies because there's not as many people, obviously, and not as many people you have to suit to their needs. So you can basically hand select the maps when you're playing with a team. How you do that is you just back in and back out until you get the map that you want, and then you just wait till people merge into your lobbies. Because if you guys didn't know how the Modern Warfare 3 and how Call of Duty works, is the lobbies merge together, right? So if me and a friend go in there, me or two friends, it's just going to merge us into a ground war game that has space for 1 or 2 people. But if a full team of 9 goes in there, it's going to merge those 1 or 2 people in with us, and we're going to be playing against parties of 2 and stuff like that. Obviously, occasionally you'll play a 9 versus 9, full-on ground war clan match, and those are always lots of fun, especially when the enemy team has mics. You're talking, you play a full clan match, and I find that the competitive games on Call of Duty are lots of fun. I haven't played much competitive. I did play in Black Ops a little bit of competitive gaming, but I wasn't too serious into it. I just played a bit of game battles and scrimmages with my friends. We weren't the best, but we were decent. We would also like to run around with Dragunovs and stuff, and when we beat the enemies, it was quite funny when you beat the enemies in game battles with a Dragunov. So let's get into some tips for Underground. If you're playing with the team or whatever, you always want to keep the enemies at A domination, and the reason for that is they spawn in this underground tunnel, and they spawn all around this area here. When you're keeping them at C domination, it gives them a lot more areas to camp, and it gives them a lot more areas to exit out of. As you can see, these train areas all by the middle, they can go anywhere they want around there. It's a lot harder to get the shots of them if you can control them at A domination, which obviously you can't do too well playing, without a full team. But if you have a full team, you can keep them at A domination quite easily, and just watch out for the bad spawns, and you'll be able to do well. On this map, I definitely recommend using SMG. Ever since day one on this map, I've always used an SMG. I haven't been much of an assault rifle user on this map, and I've always decided on that, since practically when Modern Warfare 3 came out, which maps suit for different guns. You know, Bakara, you know, big maps like Bakara, Resistance, those are more of an ACR assault rifle map. When a map like Underground, Bootleg, Seatown, Dome, Carbon, you know, Hard Hat, all those maps in 6v6 and Ground War are more of, you know, an MP7, PP90, P90, UMP, all that sort of stuff. And here I pick up the double MOAB, and then you'll see me calling them both in, as for some reason we're capping C, so they will spawn flip onto A. And when you're playing solo, you got to have great map awareness. You got to be aware of where your teammates are at, because they won't be telling you where the enemies are at. They won't be communicating with you at all, because most people do not have mics or do not want to communicate if they're on your team. Most of them are usually in party chat. So you got to be aware on the minimap to see where the enemies are spawning, where you want to go to, and that is something that is crucial when playing solo or without a full team. Here I pick up the double MOAB call, and then I'll go show you guys the scoreboard of us winning the game. And my final score was 97-5. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Please go ahead and click the like button. It only takes half a second. And let's try and hit 1,500 likes. That would be epic. I think this gameplay is pretty impressive. And as always, subscribe for a cookie. I'm out. Peace.